What's up, guys? Reject here, and I'm going to do a little first turn, second turn prank kids combo video. I mean, it's just a really small one. We changed out Sir Yugioh and for Butler, and we changed out a sword for another rooster here because we want to get our prank kids effects to pop as much as humanly possible, and he is actually just a really good Rengeki and then Feather Duster. So we swapped out those two. We still have Burload in here, I do believe, and Link Karibu. Yeah, and Security Dragon. But besides that, yeah, it's pretty much the same. So, we're going to do a first turn real quick. I already did the shuffling to save a little time on the video, because you could honestly combo for like ever with this deck. Alright, so that's looking amazing actually. So right now we could literally just screw our opponent over because Prinket's place, I know I was calling plan place the other day, which I will do that. I will call a card by the wrong name. I was calling Lampsies Flamesies because, yeah, whatever. But we're totally going to screw our opponent over here. Do this, play that, and then we'll get the dropsies. Get dropsies in our hand. Oh, not effect failure. Dropsies. I'm kind of looking through the camera as I do it, so bear with me. And then we just poly, and you know, we're gonna foolish burial all. So burn your opponent for 5, gain 1,000, foolish burial, and then we can special summon something. So with that, we've already used the effect of everybody else. So let's do that. We'll foolish burial this because we definitely want to keep this in the graveyard as much as humanly possible. So we can banish him from the graveyard and tell our opponent, nah, you're going to lose those attack points that you're going to hit me with. So, here, I'm going to just do this, make it faster. So we'll get a Roxy's. We've already used basically everybody's effect. So I'm going to go for another Flamesies. And these two are my combo pieces. Once I like to combo these guys a lot, because what's better than gaining 1,000, burning for 500 every chance you can get, and then we can banish a card with Roxy, which is nice. And then the effect of this can pop off. I don't know if it's a permanent thing, but I think it's a once per turn. I'm not too sure, so we're just gonna shuffle real quick, and doesn't really matter because that's just our turn 1, and we already got out our big guy. So big guy's out. These guys are on the field in defense mode, and that sets us up for the next play. Oh, trying to do this and put them all on the camera because I'm on a tripod that's like an inch off the table, and this is all we have in our hand for the first turn. So that is actually probably the biggest first turn that you'll get, is getting these 3 guys out. I've only done it maybe twice in an actual game, and then once in this video. That's your first turn. So now we'll switch to our second turn, see what we can get, because we can just Rengeki with if they get anything good on the field, just say nah, I don't want it. Or if you wanted to, you could have linked off into something, but since we had it and I like doing it, he's 3,000. He's a 3,000. Oh, excuse me, 3,000 beat stick. So of course I'm gonna go straight into him. If I would have had double summon with another monster, I might have gone into Roaring Rooster, just for the simple fact that, you know, that's a link. It's a good link. All right. And now this is our turn 2. See what we can do here. All right, we got our poly because the first is good. Ooh, we got 2 polys. See, this is why I like to run 2 insta-fusions there, Zarky, because I'll usually see this a lot. And usually this will be kind of my hand. Kind of sucks. But we can work with this because we have place in here. So, hoping that there's no hand trap or dark bribe, play that. This is just saying if we can play our combos perfectly without a fail. So we got him. So let's go into a burn or no, let's go for insta-fusion because we're gonna go for dropsies because we have insta-fusion. So with that, off this we'll get dropsies. And to save time because we're gonna be comboing into our foolish burial, I'm gonna pull this to the side. So there's our dropsies. And now we can insta-fusion, which is fine. And then we'll insta-fusion for... I usually go for Rocket every time for insta-fusion because his effect isn't as important to me as Washer. Actually might bump Washer up to 3 maybe. Then I'd have to find somewhere else for everyone else to go. But yeah. Go with Washer. And then we can play whatever we really want. So with this is our invoked. Because right now we're kind of in a silly spot. So what we'll do is we'll use that, link these 2 off, use his effect to Foolish Burial this, and then we'll special summon. I don't know what we're special summon. So link those 2 off. Special summon. Him, and then we'll get our link for, or not a link for, but we'll get Bow Wow Bark. Second turn, Bark's better in my opinion, for the simple fact that whatever he's pointing to says, hey, guess what, it's getting 1,000. And since we got a decent little combo going right now, because we have another Poly in our hand, so with that, we have Poly, but I'm going to use Invoked or I can't use Invoked because he's on the field now. So I'm going to use Poly these 2 off, and then, so we can use both effects here. So our opponent's going to lose 500, and then our monster is going to gain 500. So we're going to Poly these 2 off, gain 1,000, burn for 500, special summon 2 more. And we'll special summon... Here, I'm doing that thing where I put it in front of the camera to make it look like but we all know I'm looking for something. So we'll go for Roxy, and I think we'll go for Lamps or Fansies again because he's got a good defense, and we already used the effect of everybody, so he's the only one we ever used the effect for. And we won't put him underneath because of the simple fact that we're doing the poly. We had to do the poly, so I'm doing the poly for Washer because Washer can't be. He's basically can't think of a card, but when he attacks, nobody can do anything about it. And we'll put him under Bow Wow, so he's at 35 because of place here. We'll attack with both of them, do a decent amount of damage, and set up for next play. We'll tribute him, and that's basically some combos you can pull off with this deck. Like I said, there's plenty more to do. I can make this video maybe last 20 minutes if I really wanted to, but I'm just trying to make it short and sweet, let you guys see how Prank Kids plays. Next turn we probably would have, if they wouldn't have got rid of this somehow, which I'm pretty sure they would have, I would have just banished this card, because, yeah, as crazy as that sounds, I can banish one card from my hand. I want to keep pranks, because at the beginning of the turn, I can basically have a token, I do believe. But during the end phase, if I have 3 prank kids in the grave, I can shuffle them into the deck. That's all this deck is about: recursion, recursion, recursion. That's why we constantly throw the prank kids plans on in the grave, because banish it, because that's all we want it for, is the banishing. I don't, like I said, first video I did this with, I don't make the first one like ever, but we want to have these two. See these two as much as possible, because we want as much recursion as humanly possible, which is really nice. You can shuffle everything but the prank kids plans, or prank kids pranks, and then prank kids plans you can shuffle. If you have, say you have multiple copies in there and you finally decide to do it, you banish one, you shuffle the other 2, which is really nice. But yeah, that's about it with that. And like I said, the way I play is way different from everyone else, and I've seen Fluffy play this deck, and I've seen him make some silly plays, but he's also made some really good ones that I wouldn't have thought about. Like I said, everybody plays it a little differently, but like I said, I've been saying like I said a lot. I've changed my extra deck to have as many prank kids as humanly possible, so that way these guys' effects can pop, because they only pop with other prank kids, like fusioning and linking into the prank kids, which is kind of depressing. I wish they had a link 3, because I get a lot of 3s, because that's like, because their link 2s are okay, but sometimes I have 3 and I can just pop that going. Once that happens, if they make a link 3 for this deck will be so much better. I mean, it's really good now, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the little combo video, my mini rant, and if you did like this combo video, let me know, and I'll make combos on other decks I have. So enjoy you guys' day, and have a good one.